everybody! So I'm so glad you guys have joined me today for a new version of a young adult craft that we can do here at the library together. So our first one is going to be this December, obviously, and we're going to do the Scrapbook paper Christmas tree. So like I said, I'm very glad you guys have tuned in with me today. So let's make this awesome Christmas tree. So in your guys' craft kit, you should have gotten a direction page that has supplies that you're probably going to need to do this project. So we'll go through some of the supplies. You guys should have gotten sheets of scrapbook paper that's kind of like fun and Christmassy. And then you'll probably need some scissors, glue sticks, and you'll probably want to use a glue gun, but you can also use Elmer's glue too. That's totally fine. Just if you're using a glue gun, just make sure you're very, very careful, okay? And then, of course, you're going to need a ruler. And I would advise using a pencil, not a pen, and some tape and a piece of construction paper, which should have been in your craft kit as well. So we're going to start out with our directions. You're going to use a ruler and make 5 3-centimeter strips from the scrapbook paper. So, as you guys do that, I have already done my strips and cut them out, just so you guys don't have to wait on me the whole time. So, you should have strips that look like this. They'll be straight. So, you want to get all your strips cut out. Okay, and then after you guys have your strips lined out and cut, then you are going to get your circle paper that was also in your kit. It should look like this. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to cut the 10mm circle guide out. So you guys are going to cut the circle out. And then you guys are going to trace your circle onto the construction paper. Okay. I'll give you guys a minute to do that. And I'll do it here with you too. As you guys can see, you're in my workshop. How cool is that? Let's see if I got my handy dandy scissors over here. Grab a piece of construction paper. I have everything back here. Okay, so go ahead and cut your circle out if you haven't already done so. I'm going to cut it out. And when you guys are cutting out your strips of paper, if you find that you want them to be a little smaller or a little bigger, that's totally fine too. I just came up with an easy measurement that we could go off of, because this is your guys' craft and it's however you really want to do it. I just set some guidelines to keep you on track. Okay, so we've cut our circle out. You've got your cut circle, and then the next thing I said is you want to trace your circle onto the piece of construction paper, because the construction paper is what is initially going to be your tree. Okay, so I have my circle on my construction paper. So, next, you're then going to cut the construction paper circle out. These are going to be so awesome because they're right in time for Christmas. So you guys will get to enjoy them around your house. Okay, so I got my circle cut out. Our next direction is what you're going to do is you're going to kind of look at the diagram that's on your direction sheet, and you're going to cut out a triangle out of the circle as shown, and then you're going to overlap both edges and secure it with tape. So what you're going to do is you can draw and use your ruler to do a triangle, and kind of it's going to look like a Pac-Man. If you're young enough to know what Pac-Man is. Or like a slice of pie. There's my triangle, as you guys can see. What you're going to do is then you're going to cut it out. And it kind of looks like a Pac-Man. Nom, 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 nom. And then, so once you guys have your half eaten out circle Pac-Man tree, you're going to overlap the edges like this. So it's kind of like a little stumpy tree kind of, but the more you kind of overlap it, the more kind of straighter it can get. So I've just gone way over with my overlapping, as you can see. But the more I let it loose, the more kind of wompy it is. Just kind of looks like a teepee hat or something. So then once you get it to kind of the tree that you want, you're going to tape the edges. So the part that you overlapped, you're going to put a piece of tape right there. Okay? So, as your finished result, this is what mine is going to look like. Now yours could be totally different, and that's totally cool. So, and it kind of looks like a thing that they have snow cones in. It's pretty cool. And you could even use one of those if you have a snow cone cup laying around. Here's that. Okay. Now, here's the fun part. Now we get to do our strips of paper. So the strips that you set aside after you were done cutting them, so they should look something like this. They could be bigger, they could be smaller. So what you're going to do is, I like the rolled look, and I also have this one where you can fold them under. See how these are all kind of like folded under? There's also a picture on your directions page. You can do it either way. Like I said, it's your creation, your craft. And that's the fun thing about it. You can do it any way you want. So what I did is I just rolled my strips up. No particular length or thickness to my roll. I did something like that. And then you let it loose. So then it's kind of has like a little curl to it. So I did a whole bunch of them. Now we get to glue them. So you're going to take the edge. This is this edge, and I'm going to put some glue there. And then I'm just going to start, I think I'm going to start from the bottom and work my way up. And when you get finished, you might see that they're way too long and you want them to be more like wispy and short. And then we can just trim them, just like hair. Add another glue stick here. So this is what I'm going to work on while you guys work on doing that too. And so, I might do some, I might do it to where it's like this. I don't know. I think I'm just going to figure it out here. This is the fun part. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll it in half. So I'm going to do both ways so you guys can see both ways. So I'm going to glue these parts together. Where you're kind of making like a little ring for your thumb. So kind of like that, see? And then I'm going to glue this part down. then I'm just gonna layer it. Going back and forth. See? And so I'm just gonna layer mine down like so. And there'll be a whole bunch of cool different colors. And you can do patterns if you want. Actually is pretty cool. So there is one side of my tree, and so we're just going to continue all the way around it. I'm going to do one side like that and then the other side like kind of curly and wispy. Ooh, that was really hot on my finger. Ooh. And you can leave the top part kind of open like your cone, because then like usually trees have like stars and stuff on it at like Christmas time, but you can be creative and do anything that you want. So I didn't really include anything because I wanted you guys to use your imagination for that. So I found this like little bell and this little poinsettia flower that I am going to hot glue on the top for my tree topper. So see how that works out here. Let it dry here a minute. So that is what the top of my tree is going to look like. And when you guys get finished with these, if your parents have Facebook or if you have your own Facebook page, I would love to see these. You guys can message them to the library because I'll see them, or you can email me. Since I don't get to see you guys in person, which is super sad. But I hope everyone has a great Christmas. I'm super excited for the holidays. And so I just keep adding on here with them red. And so I plan to, for every month, to have a YA crafting lab for you guys. So make sure you guys pick up your craft kits at the library. So in January, we'll have another one that you guys can do. And you totally don't have to watch the tutorial. You guys can just do them on your own. Because that's the cool thing about being a kid and being young. You can do whatever you want to with your crafts. So I just kind of did mine a little different here on this side, just like so. So I'll get it finished here. I think I'm going to cut these in half actually. Oops, dropped it. go. So, this is how kind of my first part is going to look. Just like so. So, there's many different ways you guys can do it. And if you even want to put those strips even smaller to make it even more and fuller, you can totally do that too. Or you guys could add, oh, my favorite, glitter. You guys could add glitter to it. How cool and fun is that? I love glitter. Or if you have rhinestones, you can put rhinestones in your tree. Yeah, so you pretty much can do anything that you want to. You could even add birds. I like birds in my Christmas trees. Okay, guys, well, that was our tutorial for today, and I hope you guys had fun making our scrapbook Christmas tree. Okay, guys, I will see you in January for our craft lab then. Bye, guys.